This question was posed to Shaykh Saalih Fawzaan. They are asking the Shaykh about the verse which can be found in chapter 43, verse number 81. Chapter 43, verse 81.
أحسن الله إليكم. قوله تعالى: قل إن كان للرحمن ولد فأنا أول العابدين. ما هو معنى فأنا أول العابدين؟ هل المقصود أن أول العابدين للولد؟
Translator's footnote. We are going to translate the question based upon how this verse was understood by the questioner. And then Shaykh Fawzaan is going to bring the correct understanding of the verse based upon other verses from the Quran and from the standpoint of the Arabic language. The questioner says, "May Allah give you good." Allah the Exalted said what can be translated as, "Say, if the Most Merciful had a son, then I am the first of the worshippers." What does it mean, I am the first of the worshippers? Does this mean I am the first of the worshippers of the son?
لا. وإن كان إن هذه بمعنى نافية. إن كان أي ما كان للرحمن ولد فأنا أول العابدين لله عز وجل. ولو كان لله ولد لأمر الله بعبادته. الله لم يأمر بعبادة غيره. فالحاصل أن إن ليست شرطية وإنما هي نافية. إن يتبعون إلا الظن. وش معنى إن يتبعون؟ أي ما يتبعون إلا الظن. فإن تأتي بمعنى نافية. وإن كان مكرهم لتزول منه الجبال. إن نافية أي ما كان مكرهم لتزول منه الجبال. نعم.
Translator's footnote. This verse in question has been misunderstood based upon one word, the word in. So I wanted to bring some extra benefit for clarity. The scholars of the Arabic language have stated that the particle in comes in four different angles. The first one is in shurutiyya, the in of condition. For example, in tazhab, adhab. If you go, I will go. The second type is in of nafiya, the in which is a negation. For example, in Zuhairun musafirun, meaning Zuhair is not a traveler. And this type of in can enter upon a nominal sentence or a verbal sentence. The third type of in is in mukhaffafa, or the in which is similar to inna. For example, in Khalidun la mustahidun, verily Khalid is certainly diligent. And the fourth type of in is an extra, is something which is added. For example, ma in anta musafirun, you are not a traveler. Therefore, Shaykh Fawzaan is going to explain that this in mentioned in this verse is not the in of condition. So it does not mean that if there is for the Most Merciful a son, rather it is the in of negation, which means there is not for the Most Merciful a son. So now we shall return to the actual translation of the answer from Shaykh Fawzaan. Shaykh Fawzaan replied, no, in here is a negation. In kana means ma kana. It means say, there is not for the Most Merciful a son, therefore I am the first of the worshippers of Allah the Exalted. And if Allah would have had a son, then He would have ordered the people to worship Him, but Allah did not order anyone to worship anyone except for Him. Therefore this particle in is not a conditional particle, and it does not mean if, rather it is a negation. And Allah says in chapter 6, 116, إِن يَتَّبِعُونَ إِلَّا ظَنَّ, they do not follow except for suspicion and hearsay. He says, what does إِن يَتَّبِعُونَ mean here? It means مَا يَتَّبِعُونَ. It means they do not follow except for suspicion or conjecture. So here in is a negation. And Allah the Exalted says in chapter 14, verse 46, وَإِن كَانَ مَكْرُهُمْ لِتَزُولُ مِنْهُ الْجِبَالِ, and their plots are not able to remove mountains. So here This is another example of in of negation, meaning وَمَا كَانَ مَكْرُهُمْ, and their plots are not able.